Welcome to Up the Stage Halloween special, Shannon Pearl Band Takeover. I don't have my soundboard with us, but we are all the Shannon Pearl Band, and Conor is not here, so we thought we'd do a nice little cool spooky Halloween special.
Sorry Conor, I decorated.
I know, well, it looks awesome actually. He's missing out, well, saying that he's missing out, he's in Ibiza at the moment, so...
Is he missing out?
Well, yeah.
It's a bit colder here.
Anyway, welcome. Yeah, we are the Shannon Pearl Band. I think we should just first go around the table, say what we're drinking and who we are and what our role is in the band. I guess I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'm James Berry, I'm the guitar player, and I am drinking, I don't even know what this is a mystery pint, hang on. Is that like a peachy thing? Because cat was a mango. You know what, it's always a fruity sour that I have.
They all look the same to me.
Yeah, and it's all fruity, so I just randomly go fruits. What fruit is it?
What's your nickname?
Berry? Bez?
That's just your actual name.
Yeah, that form.
Or peach? I should shout that out, should I?
This is very rude.
Could you go into a bit more detail?
So this is a peach sour apparently. It's lovely. Right, and
I am Shannon of
Yep.
Shannon Pearl Band.
yes.
And I sing. And this is world famous blackcurrant and water.
This
Excellent.
travels really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm Dylan. I play keys in the band. And I'm drinking. This is the first time I've had it. Staropramen.
Staropramen.
It's very nice.
Yeah. Look at that.
If you need a model,
Yes.
Ramen, he is available anytime.
Hit me up.
You know what, you're going to do the rest of the podcast just like...
In hand.
I'm John and I play drums. I'm drinking Erdinger.
Very nice.
It's very pretty glass.
Yeah,
It is. You can't get the whole thing in it, but it's
Straight away on a negative.
but it's nice.
I'm Adam, I'm the bass player, and I'm drinking Star Crown as well.
Oh, excellent.
Oh my god, should be sponsored.
Yeah, it feels a bit strange because obviously this is a Halloween special and there's a reason I picked you for the Halloween special.
Just a bit.
Yeah, because we are what was be called witch pop.
Yeah.
So can we describe what is witch pop?
I find it hard to describe with
Yeah,
pop.
it is a...
It's a proper jumble of things. So let's all decide now what is witch pop, lads. It's like folky, poppy. What would
I think
you
it's
say?
I think you've got like a lot of folk in there, and then obviously you've got it's like a lot of folk influence. This is my opinion anyway.
Yes, go on. Yes.
A lot of folk influence, but with electronic beats. So you've got that more modern pop twist to it. And I think because obviously we've had you on the show a few times, but you've obviously changed.
You've got like a
lot.
timeline of my evolution.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, that's it. And I think, I mean, this is. I'm not going to try and speak for you, but I think it's when you started getting your loop pedals and stuff like that, and you started experimenting a little bit, and you're starting to find like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to be like serious here with these like glasses on.
No, yeah, I feel like I've found my sound, and yous have all been roped in, so enjoy the ride.
I feel like witch pop's just very you. Like as its own thing, it's very unique to you.
Yeah.
You know?
I think there's an authenticity to it, and I think it's one thing I wish kind of I learned or like developed at a younger age, and it's to like find yourself earlier, like find your sound, because I reckon like I don't know, it's taken me until at least my 30s to like really kind of develop who I feel I am, because I used to just try and copy off everyone else.
It's hard. It's a hard thing to do.
It is hard.
And I've been through the theatre bout of things, and then got into the music, and then felt really inadequate in music, and just thought, what am I doing this for? And then stopped for a bit, and then I've been through a whole journey, but it's really not going anywhere now. Witch pop is here to stay.
Yeah, exactly. This is cool as shit.
Take over the world.
So, well, individually, what would you say? We'll go around the table again. I feel like I'm like the both the guest and the.
We love it.
Bit of a strange role. So what we usually do is to gauge what our sound is. What we'll do is we usually go around the table and ask who your individual influences are. What kind of got you into music?
Oh.
I guess I'll go first. This is the first time I've actually answered this one.
Go on.
So my influences: Bob Dylan, Blink 182, and Shannon Pearl.
What?
No, just because of the witch pop thing. No, yeah, that's how I got into music. So that's kind of like.
Hey,
if you-
Mum. No, I love Blink-182
Yeah.
also. Really, they're one of mine. There's too many to think of. I like all genres, so there's like
Yeah.
jazz, like Billie Holiday was a big one when I was younger, and sort of country, bluesy vibes. So like my dad used to play Muddy Waters all the time.
Yeah, I love Muddy
Loved and Dire Straits as well. I'm very influenced by what my dad used to listen to. The Civil Wars were a big one when I was in my teens.
Oh, I love the Civil Wars.
Me too. I got the chance to talk to John Paul
Oh,
once.
really? Oh, you said, I'm sure, like for like an interview for like
It's
a
really
month.
embarrassing, but the best conversation I've ever had. If he ever watches this, I'm sorry. Who else? At the minute, I've just discovered Aurora properly. Because loads of people have said to me, have you listened to Aurora? You remind us of Aurora. And I did years ago, but I don't know, I didn't vibe with that. And then recently, I think it's because I lost the dog. I had a really grievy, horrible time. And one of our songs probably snapped us out of it. And I was like, wait there, I actually do. I really like Aurora.
What's one of like Aurora's songs that a big one? Because I know the name, but like, I'm trying to think
If
of the
I
song.
was running far away, will I run off the wall someday? That's not our best one in my opinion, but she's mint.
I've never really gotten into Aurora. I'll have to give her a listen.
Yeah, we all do. We all need to have an Aurora party, I think.
Yeah.
What about you, Dylan? What's your...
I grew up kind of like listening to a lot of blues, like a lot of Aretha Franklin in the car, a lot of Fleetwood Mac. This is like just sat in the car, because like my grandparents lived in Harrogate, so it was a lot of back and forth, like 2-hour car rides with like my mum. So it was a lot of Fleetwood Mac, a lot of Aretha Franklin, a lot of Florence and the Machine.
Oh yes.
And yeah, that's kind of influenced mine, but I've got a weird little eclectic music taste. I'm singing jazz and then I'm singing God knows what. But yeah, got you, John.
Yeah, I hate getting asked that question.
I'm sure we asked this one last time you were on. You were like, oh, I don't know.
It changes every week though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know,
When
it
you're,
does.
like really into music.
So what did you like when you were like learning drums and stuff?
I started playing drums because of Nirvana probably when I was 13.
Cool.
And Green Day and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
pretty much like that's all you need, isn't it? Really, Nirvana and Green Day. What about you, Adam? What's
I feel like it's one of those things where it was like 3,000 years ago. You've got to kind of remember what you were doing. Seems like so long now, but I think it was probably similar to everybody else. It was me dad got us into like Free and bands like that. You know, listen to Andy Fraser, the bass player from Free.
Yeah.
I think it was subconscious, but I think that's probably what got us into playing bass, because I've always loved the way he plays in Free. I've heard him do other stuff that I wasn't that impressed with.
So
in Free, he was great. And then just other bass players. I was into heavy metal for a really long time when I was a teenager. Got into like all the really heavy bands.
So we've got quite like a heavy rock blues kind of amalgamation.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's like that's pretty cool. We should also have give an honourable mention to Jen. Jen is our
the cherry
violin
on
player.
top
Yes.
of the band.
Because we were practicing for ages, and it was just like it was going okay, and we were like, ugh, but we just
There was something missing.
Yeah, there was something missing. Then Jen came and just like, yeah, that's it.
It creates a completely different sound.
Yeah.
With the band, like when we've performed without Jen, or like we've done band practice without Jen, it's completely different. Like we're just craving the strings.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just
it's
needs that.
really intuitive and adds a lot.
It's a shame she couldn't make it today, but it's fine. It's,
Somebody want to ring her and ask her what her favourite band
I should just put we could have probably had her on FaceTime actually, couldn't I?
My phone's over there on charge.
Didn't even think about that. I've got some. The question that we usually ask these days is it's probably specifically directed to you because you're the songwriter. It's called up and personal, up close and personal, and it's what's the most personal song you have written, released, and what's it about? I should have asked you this before.
I'm trying to think of all these songs now. The most personal one. What do you mean off the album? What we?
Yeah, just the one that kind of means the most to you for whatever reason. For like whether it's kind of like a song that you wrote, you thought, yeah, this is the sound, or a song that's kind of like got the meaning that means the most to you. What's kind of
I would
like?
probably say Ascend,
Yeah.
because some of the songs just came to us in 5 seconds. Ascend did musically, but the lyrics were harder to put together because I knew what I wanted to say, but it was hard to get it across in a non-cheesy cliche way because it's about where I think we'll go when we die.
Yeah, so this.
So I think everyone's got a song about that. If anybody who's creative doesn't write a song or do an art piece about why you think we'll go when we die, it's weird. Everyone's done it, so it was hard to find the right words. Because
it can be. You can make that sound really cheesy, but you do it quite well actually.
I tried it the other night as well. I went to a spoken word sort of event in Popwrex. It's called King Ink Spoken Word, and I went with my friend from the cafe, Barry, and he's like a really good poet, and he's got loads of really good works, and he's just like doing his own thing, and I was like, shit, what am I going to say? It's a buskers sort of night first. So I was like, I'll just read Ascend out.
I mean, to be fair, like songs are just like poems, really, aren't they?
But it went down really well.
When she was stressed about it, I was like, it's just what you do when you do a gig, isn't it?
Back in the day, that's what you used to call songs. Songs were just stories, written out. Obviously, it's just evolved now to have like a melodic thing to it, but that's all it is. It's basically, I mean, I reckon a lot of musicians have very short attention spans, so we can only like understand stories that are like 3 minutes long. That's why I think we're like writing songs. That's me anyway.
I think
that's what I think with a song. Like, it needs to have a story. If it doesn't have a story, it's not really a good song.
Yeah, that's it. You have to have like some sort of meaning that kind of makes you feel relatable. Yeah, relatability. Unless it's like an awesome, like cool riff thing, but I think that's why I really like Dylan, to be honest, because I reckon he wrote really good stories.
Oh my god, yeah. And really long ones sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
Your attention span's fine with Dylan.
Honest to God, like, it's the only person I can listen to a 10-minute song and not get bored.
Yeah.
It's like I wrote a song once called 1 Million Lights. It's about like aliens.
Ooh.
but it's like 12 minutes long, and
Have I heard this?
No, you haven't, because I'll tell you why. Because I haven't recorded it because I get bored after 7 minutes. So I'm just like
I was watching this thing on not TikTok, Instagram today, and it was this guy from Six Music, and he was telling you how to pitch your songs so that you've got more chance of getting on the radio. And it was like, keep it to 2 minutes. I was like, 2 minutes? What you meant to say in 2 minutes?
Yeah, to be fair, that's a lot of my songs now are like just 2 minutes long.
Oh my god.
I have real trouble because I've only got 10 songs, and I've got like, it only takes up like 20 minutes of the set, like, so.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I've got to just talk like shite in between sets to make
You're good at that also.
Yeah, I know, I waffle on too much, like, it's a problem. I think that's a good part one. I think we're going to take a little short break. You know what I should have done? I should have set this soundboard to hang on, is this going to work?
Spooky soundboard. Have you not got a spooky soundboard?
No, I haven't. Oh, I should have done a spooky. You know what? I might try and find a spooky soundboard, but we're going to take a break, and then I'll find a spooky
Spooky
soundboard, and we'll be back in a bit. We'll see you soon.
Spooky bombard.
What's happening, guys? It's Conor Michael here, and to let you know that my latest single, Horse Outside, is available now, only on Spotify, because with it technically being a cover, it's not on iTunes. So make sure you stream it. For some reason, Glasgow's really took off, Newcastle not so much. Horse Outside, Spotify. Check it out. Enjoy the rest of the podcast. Nay!
Welcome to part 2.
Welcome to part 2. Hey, we've got really good. You know what? I'm really impressed with like all the backdrop and everything like that. That's
high budget. This.
I don't just walk by pretend.
Don't do things by art.
Like,
I tell you.
No.
Of weird people as well.
I bring Halloween wherever I go.
That's
that
awesome.
maybe looks like Adam actually.
It's in my soul.
Adam, we've got a portrait above you.
It's got all the people that passed who haunt this place.
He looks like he'd knock me out.
Including Buster Keaton over there.
We'll haunt this place one day.
Yes, one day.
That's nice.
Anyway, part 2 was supposed to start with our favourite gig story, but with it being Halloween special, I figured we could do one of your ghost stories, your ghost experiences. If you'd like to explain what happened.
I love this. My gig stories are boring. I'd much
We did get
haunted.
haunted at the Clooney ones actually, but
Ooh.
can you tell the story?
We've had quite a few hauntings actually, haven't we? So first of all, I like the way Sunderland people say haunted. You don't say the H, you say I got haunted.
Got haunted. I got haunted. To be fair, I said
Talking about a
haunted.
haunted house. So yeah, this one is back in, I think it was 2022.
Last
Yes.
year.
Was it last year? Yeah, I can't remember. Me and John's sister and her fiance Ross went to Glencoe for a little holiday in like the car and the van. We used to sleep in the car and they've got a camper van. We parked up beside a river and it was just a summer lovely night, nice and warm at the time, and the sun was going down. But as soon as the sun goes down, midges come out, right?
Oh,
we
yeah.
forgot about this. We
Yeah.
parked next to a river, they're like damp.
Yeah.
So it was a nightmare. All the midges came out. We couldn't eat our tea for the swarms. It was like black plague.
You could eat your tea, but you'd have like a dessert of midgie.
Yes, you just have encrusted with midgie, sandwich.
Yeah.
Awful. So we were like entrapped in the van, weren't we? We couldn't get out. So we waited until it got dark and a bit colder and a bit more windy for the midgies to bugger off. And then, just in case they were still there, I said to John we should possibly drive a little bit further up the road, out the way of the river, for when we get into bed, because trying to get into a car bed with a swarm of midgies is going to be awful. They're going to be in the car, in your bed. It's not going to be nice. So we drove a little bit further up the valley and we were like, you stay there and we'll just meet you in the morning. Anyway, it was the most moonlit night ever. It was a full moon and I didn't realise, don't know how,
Yes.
but it was like purple light and everything was lit up. You could see everything like it was daytime. It was
Yeah.
beautiful because it was so bright. So we spent a while just looking at the stars and I wasn't scared because it was my favourite place on earth. Sometimes when you're outside you might be a bit creeped out. No, we loved it. I in fact didn't want to go to bed, but I had to. So I went to bed. And in the middle of the night, as you do, you need a wee sometimes, don't you?
Well, all the time for me.
And what do you do when you're camping? You need a wildie. So I was going out. I went out. John was asleep at this point. Tried to get out quietly. Shut the door like a little bit.
No
See the
midges.
van.
No midges, but we're good.
Yeah.
And the sky was still amazing. It was about 5 o'clock in the morning at this point. It was a bit lighter, so I could see even more, which is integral.
Yeah.
Went round the door, had a little wee. I was coming back up and I was just like, oh my god, at the stars. I didn't want to get back in. And as soon as I turned around, I saw a man, or like a figure of someone, a bit further up the road, standing there, looking across this moor.
Ooh, I'm shivers.
And I thought, shit, someone has just literally seen me mooning, having a wee. Like, I weren't even scared that it was ghost at this point. I was just like, I'm being spotted, I'm good. So I was like, trying not to move in case he didn't see us. So I was like sneaking. And then the more I looked at this person thing, the more I realised it wasn't a person and it was just the hairs on the back of my neck went.
I hate that, especially if it's like a flipping pervy ghost and all.
So
He only comes out.
it looked about, how tall are you, Adam? You're like 6 foot odd massive, aren't you?
6'12".
It was about the same height as
6 foot
Adam.
massive.
And I was looking really hard at it because I should have, from where I was, being able to make out features and clothes, but I couldn't. It was just like a black mass, which made us feel even more ill. So I'm just frozen because I'm scared, and then I thought I'm gonna have to move. But as soon as I moved to go around the car door to get back in, it sort of shrunk down.
Oh, nah.
It didn't go
I'm done.
like.
That
I
didn't
don't
like
know
that.
where its tallness went. It didn't go out. It just shrunk to being that big, and was sort of. It didn't have legs. It was just like floating towards us, and I was like, fuck! So I ran in the car and I got in and I slammed it on. I couldn't breathe. And John was just asleep, and then he turned over and he went, "What's the matter?" And I was like, nothing. It's fine. It's fine. Because somehow I thought that if I acknowledged its existence, it might just. I don't know, get us or kill us or be more real. Or
Yeah, because you don't know how they act, do you? Because
I had no clue.
Yeah.
So I was lying there, couldn't breathe. My asthma was all over the place.
You know what I'll be really scared at is if you looked in the window and just stand there like looking
Exactly.
at you.
Well, we had these
Nah.
window covers on. It was just like underfloor insulation on all the windows to keep us warm, so I couldn't see out. Thank God. But I was really expecting something to open the door and drag us out and kill us, or something like that.
Nah.
Anyway, I'm lying there.
Shadow people.
Horrible.
It's a little thing, like, I've seen one.
Crab people.
You can tell yours, but
No,
yeah,
it's
that
alright.
was mine. Another
Too many
bit to
shallow
it that
people.
makes it a bit more scary.
Go on.
So just quickly, the next day, John goes for a wee over the moors, because there's a whole tour bus of people now walking
Yeah.
down this road where we're parked. So he went behind a hill into the moors, and it said on a rock or something, didn't it? In memory of the flyer. But we do not know who the flyer was.
Oh.
It was just in the middle of this bog.
This is Rannoch Moor. It's the biggest moor like in the UK. It's
And I
massive.
googled it. I was
It's
like,
creepy.
Rannoch Moor, the flyer, in memory of like accidents on Rannoch Moor, blah 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 blah. Didn't say nothing about the flyer. So if anybody knows what the flyer is on Rannoch Moor, let us know, because I think I've seen the ghost of it or something. Anyway.
Oh.
Next still.
Nah,
Yeah.
can't be doing with that.
Dead.
We had a ghost story, me and Kat.
Oh God.
Can we quickly share it? So this was at Slaley Hall.
Oh my God.
So it was the day after our wedding, and it was just we thought we'd go away one day, Slaley Hall. Turns out we booked up when there was another wedding on, so there was no other guests. We were apart from like the wedding party who were all in their kind of thing. We were just kind of on our own in this concierge. We had to wait for food because we didn't realise we had to book food. I think everyone else was at the restaurant actually as well, and we didn't book the restaurant, and the only other booking was like 9:30 or something like that. So I was going around the tables nicking the nuts and stuff, just eating them because I was so hungry.
Mine's sweet.
Just scrounging at this wedding.
But we were the only people in this big room, and we were just like drinking our drinks, and then just talking to Kat, went, I just saw someone walk past that mirror. I was like, you told me there's flipping no one there. It was like the shadow of a man. Then as soon as you said that, the fire doors burst open, and it's like, put it this way, right? Fire doors, you have to push,
It's quite heavy.
pull open, so it couldn't be the wind because you're pushing it outwards. And I tried to close it,
Was
and
it
it was really stiff.
I think Kat has told us this story before.
Yeah, and I was like, because I didn't really believe in ghosts until then. It was like, no, it wasn't a man. It was like a silver outline. Was it a silver outline? Yeah.
It was like a silver outline of a person, and it was opposite a mirror. Because I thought, someone's just walked past this mirror and the jewellery's reflected off the mirror. But it was wooden flooring, and you could hear people going past, and I didn't hear any footsteps.
Right.
So I looked and I saw this like silver outline of her head and shoulders and arms.
But I've tried Googling ghosts of Slaley Hall, and there's nothing comes up.
Oh my God.
So if you've stopped at Slaley
Well, it
Hall,
is spooky.
yeah, that is. I was just like, it was,
and I did get a spooky vibe.
It was weird. Like it was just something you couldn't explain. And I was telling someone else, I was like, oh well, the window must have been. I was like, well, one, it's not windy. Two, it was the middle of August.
And it's
Three,
a fire exit.
and it's a fire exit. A wind does not push a fire exit open. So
What's that? I know this is like so off topic to whatever. Like, but there's this place in Sunderland, and it's really, really haunted.
yeah,
Is it here?
yeah, it is.
It is
Not
here.
yet.
It's actually-
It's this old building. It's like it's abandoned. And there's nothing going on in it. But I remember watching like it was on a TV show, like a ghost TV show. And there's like
It was
a really,
Hilton Castle with the card lad. But
yeah, maybe.
Oh, is it Cherry
But
Knoll?
it's really.
That's open,
It's not
isn't
Cherry Knoll.
It's not that anymore.
My mum's friend used to work in Cherry Knoll.
Why?
I don't know what
It was really spooky.
We love mental.
all the heavy metal bands used to
Is it
break
still
into the band.
it was like.
What a waste of hauntedness.
Oh no. God, we could have went on a bloody ghost done.
Anyway, shall we move on to some questions? Because we had some Instagram questions people asked us.
Yeah, we did.
So we've got the first one.
Have you ever seen a ghost on?
Tell the story again. This is from @PsychBiatch from Hell.
Sorry.
She asked, who is in your coven?
Does she not know? She's in it.
I think she wants to mention.
That's a good question to be fair. Like, what do you have to do to be in your coven?
Just be me pal. Well, you have to be one of the like 12 people who I don't hate. Like, no,
Do we count?
you can, yes.
You're on the
if
baby
you come
list.
to me house on Halloween, you're in the coven.
If I come home and go, sup witches? Is that I'm gonna do
you
that?
just need to know the password and then you're in. Yeah, Kat, James, Dylan, John, Adam, Auntie Nicola, Tia, Nana Connie, obviously, founding member. All the aunties who live down south.
Is there any responsibilities I've got as part of the coven?
You find out on Samhain this year.
Okay. Just want to know I'm not like putting my foot in.
Yeah,
it,
you didn't sign up for this, did you?
Showing up with like the wrong shoes on or something. You know?
No, you'll find out. Yeah, she should know. She's in the booker.
I think just wanted honourable mention. Right, we've got another one here. Mrs. Berry Insta. Favourite witch in pop culture?
That's a
What's
good
your
one.
favourite witch in pop culture?
I've got mine.
Oh, that's a hard one, but a good one.
I think it's really easy.
Go on then.
Mine's Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, she's like
Oh,
She's a
crazy.
witchy. She's literally the most witchy.
She
Is
technically-
she pop culture though?
Yeah.
Well, she played a witch on American Horror Story. So
I was
that
thinking
counts.
of a different witch from American Horror Story.
Oh, alright.
I really love the character that Jessica Lange played, and I'm forgetting the name of the character. She's the Supreme.
Fiona.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
She is my favourite one, probably.
I don't know what my favourite one would be.
Love her.
I don't know why I've got Randy Marsh from South Park. Just 'cause of
Oh yeah, because the
witch
witches one.
episode.
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Have you got
Randy
one?
Marsh should be the answer to every question.
The other one I could think of was like Megan Mogg. Remember that in the 90s?
Oh, we love
Like,
Megan Moore.
Mogg was the cat.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I mean, is that you, Randy Marsh, your answer as well?
It's got to be.
Oh,
hasn't it?
okay. That was a good question.
Yeah.
What was the one in one of the Robin Hood films where I can't remember.
Oh, was it
but
Alan
she was proper
Rickman's man?
creepy and like
Oh,
Alan
yeah.
Rickman's mum.
proper old
Yeah.
language and like horrible
I
hands and
love
that.
her. Yeah, she's good. Yeah.
Did you ever watch Charmed? It was like on at like 7 a.m. every single day. I like binge watched that for a good 5 years. For
It
every
was
single
on.
morning.
What was it on? I was binging it not long ago on like Prime or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that's witchy.
Yeah. That's cool. You know what? I've never actually watched Charmed before. I'm assuming it's a witchy.
Yeah. You
It's
need
like
it.
a
We'll
really-
educate you
Yeah.
at my house.
Is that like one of the 90s American
Yeah.
style?
Yeah.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Like,
Yeah.
can
My
you remember
first
that?
dog was
Salem.
named after her cat.
I love Salem from Teenage Sabrina the
Why did you
Teenage.
find Why did you find that hilarious?
I don't know, that's just like the delivery of it. It was seminal.
I just got excited.
Every member of the Spellman family has an evil twin. I remember
Really?
that one. Remember Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
I don't remember
And
that.
there was an episode where she had like an evil twin, but plot twist, I think she turned out to be the evil twin. I know, I think that I just made that up actually, but that would have been good.
Well, I think it's sort of lives out.
Anyway, we've got some some rollover questions. So what we'll do is, as well as we ask the previous guests to ask 3 questions to ask us,
Oh,
so
right.
we answer them. We will also have to have 3 questions for
For
next.
us, the next people.
Yeah, so we could think
Okay.
about that while we're answering these questions. Anyway, well, this is a bit of a. Does anybody live or know anything about Whitley Bay?
Whitley
It's
Bay.
supposed to go on anyway.
Oh no, it says because. Oh yeah, because no, hang on, yeah.
Who
so,
was the previous guest?
All right, so we were supposed to have. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, so let's change it. Favorite pub in your town? What's your favorite pub in your town that you like to go to?
Is anyone going to say this pub?
This is a good pub.
Probably, yeah.
See, but you're from the same town. I'm from a different town.
Oh, he's not from this
Well,
town.
I'm from our.
I'm gonna say the Ship Isis is my favorite actually, but that's because they do
I'm
really
going to
nice.
say the Ivy because I like the
Ivy. I think the Ivy and the Isis are very like
Similar.
It's
This is
same.
my Christmas pub, and the Ivy's my Halloween pub.
Ah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So there you go.
So you should, because you're doing Halloween and this pub.
I've ruined it really.
Yeah,
We should have done it.
We should have done
opposite
it.
way
Yeah,
around.
definitely. So what would be your favourite pub?
I think that I've got 2.
The ghost of
Oh!
Right, no, right. So I think I've got 2 because I've got like an old. I think there's 2. There's 2 different types of pubs, like a cosy pub, and then there's
Yeah.
like drinky pubs. Yeah, your clubby pub.
Yeah.
Cozy pub, the Stables.
Oh yeah.
I love it in the
Stables.
Stables.
Yes, I forgot about
I wish
the
they put more music on in there because they never have any.
No, the
Like,
turfed me for playing the
Oh.
disgrace.
And clubby pubby, Beggars.
Beggars Bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know you don't like it because it's gig there. But I do like a bit of
Makes us
Beggars.
cry.
Beggars Bridge. It seems like every time I play there on a Sunday, I just assume it's going to be like a nice, quiet, relaxing. It never is. It's just
No.
like,
It's bouncing.
yeah, it does.
It is not okay.
No, it's
Do-
weird. It's a weird little place, but
Yeah.
everyone congregates there. You just bump into everyone.
Yeah, that's a
Weird,
sign
yeah.
of a good pub, to be fair.
Yeah.
What about you, John? What's your
I used to like when you could just go in Langham Tower and sit by the fire.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can now.
I don't even
It's
know
like
if
at the
open
end of
anymore.
our street, so
It's not
Yeah.
open now.
I think I read that they're doing something else with it, but I can't remember what that something was.
I like Langham Tower.
I like Langham Tower.
Well,
but
it'll be a miracle because there's been about 15 owners since
yeah,
last
it's,
time
it's
we
just quite a little bit out the way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Never mind.
something does
What
happen.
about you, Adam? What's your favourite pub in town?
The jury's still out on that one. Like I think since Sinatra's has went, I'm looking for a new home. And,
Across the road.
nowhere's really like the standards like right up here. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not sure.
I used to go in Sinatra's after work at the Empire and just sing karaoke with everyone.
If you were good on karaoke, you could like you wouldn't have to pay for a drink.
I
you know,
didn't.
like-
I never used to. It was mint. Oh, I miss Sinatra's.
Yeah, I've only been in. I only went in twice, I think. Great times, I think.
You think?
I shouldn't snort.
God
Anyway,
knows what were in the drinks.
the next question. What's your favourite chord?
Oh, right.
Can I tell you what Shannon's is?
This question actually haunts me. This can all shut up.
Good old A minor.
everyone knows.
A minor.
Yes, right. This is right. Ever since I've been alive, I've loved A minor, right? And I used to knock about with some people who shall not be named, and they used to be a bit music snobby. And one of the first questions I got asked when I was integrated into their music group was, "What's your favourite chord?" And I said A minor, and they're like, "You're not allowed to say A minor." I was like, "I'll say what I want," and they were like, "No, you've got to say G major
Flat.
7." I was like, G major 7.
It's called a G7.
G major 7.
Anyway, everyone, my favourite chord is A minor, and if you don't know that by now, sort your lives out.
Yeah. I think I
What's
answered
yours?
this. Yeah,
My favourite chord.
yeah.
It's like all the ones that have flat fifths on them. I love it. Like any like
Like a diminished.
Just
Yeah,
in
diminished.
any context.
diminished like a diminished fifth.
Diminished fifth.
Good. I wish I had a little.
So you can give
So
us
I could give you a little rendition of it. But in E or A.
See, this is why we go together now.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
about you? What's your favourite chord, John?
Oh, God.
On
I like a
drums.
nice 9 chord.
Guy's 9.
Mm.
But since equal temperament, you know, all the keys are the same, so it doesn't matter what the letter is. Any
Just
of them,
any 9.
Any of them will do.
Just the number
Yeah.
9.
D
I was
minor.
taught that that's definitely not the case. Like my lecturers at uni said that like all the keys are different, and you can tell this by playing Happy Birthday in D.
Yeah, what key does everyone sing it in? You know,
I used to sing it in G.
It's B,
Happy
B
birthday.
flat originally, I think.
I play it in G. But you always get, if you ever get someone starts Happy Birthday, they always start it way too high. They go, Happy Birthday. Then you know,
Then
you
it's
get
like,
to do the jingles. Happy Birthday. You've got to like really kind of go up there, you know, and you just
I
start
go
slow
really
and
low
build
when
up.
I sing Happy Birthday. I'm like happy like it's
I'll
dead
wait till
low.
everyone starts and then do the harmony, so I sound good.
It's one thing to
Sing
tell
our things,
people, you
innit?
start, Happy Birthday, Happy Birthday. I already said my favourite chord is it's specifically on the guitar, but it's like an A chord, but then you've got the yeah, obviously I wouldn't be in this band if it wasn't A. However, it's like an A chord, but it's you got your pinky finger on the C sharp. So it's like an A C sharp. I'm not very good with chords.
I don't
Means
even know,
nothing.
mate.
That's an A major chord. I think.
A major with a
But
It's
you've
just an
got an
inversion.
extra third on the top.
yeah, got like a pinky on the C sharp on the
Don't
A.
look at me, I'm not a bloody
Compound
music
third.
But that one, if you can figure that one out, just by my description.
I think I like diad. Can I have a diad?
The dyad, you can have a dyad.
I
That's
like
not even a chord.
I like
Sounds
B,
cool though.
B minor diad, but like with the compound minor third. So you've got like the root, and then you
Like a
miss everything and add on the you do the 10th. Yeah.
That's what the solstice noodle is, isn't it? Starts on a B minor.
Yeah, if I ever pick up a guitar, that's
Like
the
that-
first thing I
that
always do. It's like that, yeah.
No, that is really good if that's what that is.
Yeah,
I'm on
that's what
board with
that
that. I've changed my mind, it's that. Yeah, that's my favourite one.
Alright, we've got one more question.
Okay,
Who would you like to see retire most in the music industry?
retire. Like who do I
So-
just want them to shut up?
Yeah, pretty much. It's quite a mean question.
That's pure sly. I don't
Yeah.
give out the bad vibes if I don't have to.
Yeah. Ollie Murs.
Hang on, didn't he big up your
I know
Like, endorse all
It's
your
like
mates.
hint on your Instagram.
I just want his attention, that's all.
Shock factor.
I'm gonna get a message. I cease and desist kind of like what you does. I'm only joking, Ollie Moores. I'm just did it to troll
Stop.
Conor, to be fair. No, I don't know if I'd want anyone to retire from music.
Should we swap that round then and give
Yeah.
the good vibes? Like, who do we really want to succeed from our local scene?
Yeah.
That's a better one.
Well, actually, no. I'll tell you what. We'll save that for one of our questions rather than us answer yours.
I was
But
gonna
I always
say.
say you.
Oh well.
I was doing the bunker the other day when I did that gig, and they were like, I want to interview you. So they interviewed us, but they always ask us who my favourite local artist is, and I always give 3, and it always starts with you.
Oh, thank you
So
very
you're
much.
welcome.
Oh, I feel very
So that's
humbled.
my answer anyway. Good
All right.
vibes.
Good vibes.
So right
Retire wise, Rod Stewart came straight in my mind.
Yeah,
Rick
I
Astley
think
came
so.
in my mind.
Rick-
Don't go back home.
No, it came in my mind straight away. But you were like, let's be nice. I was like,
That's why he's got the devils on. That's why he's got the devil horns on.
Oh my
I picked them on
god.
purpose today.
You chose violence.
Every day.
Right, so there we go. So Rod Stewart and
Sorry.
Rick Astley. Sorry, but you're done. You're fired.
Rick Astley like redeemed himself though, didn't he, by doing that? He did a set of Smith songs that was actually quite good.
Yeah, I think he's back on
I did
the.
like the Oyster Festival a couple of weeks ago at the Ramside. Or, not the Ramside. What's that place in Yorkshire? That big hall. There's always gigs on
I
there.
don't again. I haven't a clue.
Begins with a H.
The Holy Hall.
Yeah, that one.
So, do we have 3 questions for next week's guest?
Yes, the one that I just said.
Yes. Who would you want to most succeed? Okay, can you write these down? Yeah.
From
Producer
your
Cat will
local
write this down.
scene.
Who would you like most likely want to succeed from the local scene?
Yeah.
One question.
Could I do one?
Yes,
It's
of course.
It
It doesn't have to be music
I
oriented.
just remember when a boy band once came to my school, and it was an all-boys school, and like there were some like ruffians and that there, and they did a thing where they said to any of these like more like 13, 14-year-old kids, has anyone got a question? First lad to put his hand up was, who's the hardest out of years? So
Is that your question?
I like that to follow
Who's
on.
the
Like, just so it doesn't
Who's the hardest out of the
We know the answer to that in this band.
Yeah.
Me? What about Adam?
No,
Why would it be me?
Because you're massive.
I get kicked by kids all the time.
So, yeah, probably me then.
Right, one more question. I have to feel like I could. No, should I? No. Okay.
If you could put a spell on anybody for any reason, who would it be and what would the spell
Ooh,
do?
I like that question. That is a cool last question. Right, so what?
If you could put a
Put a
spell,
spell
on
on
someone,
anyone.
what would the spell make them do and who would the person be?
Yes, perfect. I absolutely love that.
Enjoy that one.
Right. And I think we're going to call that part 2. We will see you in a bit for part 3. I'm just going to play the music.
Oh, there's 3 parts.
This is the third part as
It's
well.
like the Lord of
The
the
third
Rings.
part is actually for like the music and stuff like that. You know,
Okay.
sort of, but we'll see you in a bit. Fuck! That was really loud.
See you in a bit.
Hey, this is Busted, and you've been listening to Off the Stage.
I'll just put a.
I always forget about that.
That's way too loud to be honest. But welcome back to side 3, and I've got a few. We'll start off straight away with can James fix it?
Can you?
I don't know. We're going to find out.
Please.
To be fair, this is probably because what I do is I go on Reddit and I find dilemmas from random people on the internet and they ask for advice. And here on the podcast, what we try and do is we try and give them a little bit of advice and see what we can do to fix it, so to speak. So, I've got one question here from r/musicians by user Rich Draw. I think this is more geared towards
This
you,
is the
Shannon,
biggest question I've ever seen in my life.
yeah, but it's basically going trouble singing solo, how to improve, because I know you've recently did your first solo set, so I think you might
Oh,
be able
like
to-
singing on your own.
yeah, so it goes like this. So, hey, I'm a 17-year-old. If it helps, since the voice is affected by age, and I have trouble singing solo or alone. I find myself unable to hit the right notes, and I lack confidence when I have to sing by myself, as compared to when I'm singing with someone, be it in person or a video. I find my voice instantly louder and more confident, hitting the correct pitch and sounding in tune with the music. That's when they're singing with someone else and not by themselves. This just doesn't happen when I'm not accompanied by another voice. I'd also want to add that I'm a musician/songwriter, and I often notice that I'm not putting out my best performances and cannot reach the notes I want to in my own songs. I wanted to know why it happens and if it's related to my confidence and how can I get out of this problem. Thanks. So, do we have any advice for this person on how? Because he can sing fine
When it's with other people.
with people, but not on his own.
Yeah. I sing fine in both cases, but say if I'm like playing an instrument and I try and sing as well, I can't, so I understand. I have to get over that.
Yeah.
Singing on your own in the house, wherever you can. Singing in the shower.
Yeah.
Having one earphone in with somebody singing the track that you want to be able to sing, and then singing along with the person, and then trying to do it without.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then also videoing yourself singing, and literally taking notes on what bits of crap, and then redoing it until you get them right. And there's also this lass on Instagram, is this my phone, who really helped me. I really don't know how to tell people how to sing, like I'm not a very good teacher. I forget my name.
I think when I'm singing, it's very diaphragmy. Like I focus on this part of.
Yeah.
That's a good strong voice. That like at the bottom of the diaphragm.
100%. That's
So
how
I've been
you push
told.
from.
Because that's like where I find I'm starting here and working my way up. Well, there's nothing if I'm like.
When I first started singing, it was always through the nose because I was just like I still listen to Bob Dylan. I was like, "Hello, my name's Bob Dylan," but I've slowly gotten like down the throat and then I'm like down the chest now. But I don't think I'm going down the diaphragm yet.
I forget my name. I will find out and you can link in the show notes.
Yes.
If anybody needs help.
If we can, yeah.
That's just really good.
Well, that's some really good advice. I think that's the first time I usually joke and just say no, just give up. But that's actually really.
Please don't.
But yeah. So I think I didn't fix that there, but Shannon definitely did.
I tried.
I've got another one here actually that I think we could all take part in. This is one by this is r/musicians. It's user one clickbait mullings. I love wedding names. So I have $400. How should I use it? Pretty much as the title goes, I have $400 saved and I plan on using it to promote an upcoming EP that I plan on releasing within a month or two. How should I go about putting that money to good use? I'm not a big artist by any means, so I know that the chances of a full return on investment is next to zero. But regardless, I want to take the risk and put it towards hopefully meaningful reach. How should I go about this? First of all, let's say, I don't know. What do you think? What if you had $400 to release? If you could release the album again, what would you spend that £400 on?
It depends.
$400, yeah.
If he's got an in-home studio and he can get his mastering and his mixing done himself to a really good standard, then not that. But if he hasn't got access to that, then spend it on making your music sound good rather than promoting something that isn't good quality.
Yeah, I think he's got the songs. That's just this is how to promote it. So he's got $400 to promote. So we can use our heads here and think, how can you use? What's the best tool to promote the song?
You can get like wallpaper paste from B&Q for like a few quid.
That's a good story.
I think it's still relevant.
Yeah, I think it is.
With like the digital age, everybody forgets about all this stuff. But like, I mean, I was foiled in my attempts to do it because most of the posters got took down very quickly.
Can't forget the high vis as well.
I used the high vis. Nobody like blinked while I was putting them up. Yeah, but they just all went like.
They were down within 24 hours.
Yeah,
but the thing is,
but there's two that are still there.
It's still, people still see it, and I think that's probably more effective than just putting out like Facebook ads or something like that these days.
Yeah, just look for all the places where a lot of people are going to be passing through, and. Stick them up, like go out in the middle of the night with a high vis on.
Yeah, physical, real world advertisements, not just.
I would say have a little budget for Facebook ads because they do work.
Yeah.
To get your content out there.
You've got to know how to use Facebook ads. I think you've got because you've got to target it, haven't you? You've got to put in a little use it.
Also, I was gonna say in relation to like the social media side of it, because social media is literally free.
Yeah.
Like follow the algorithm. Use like sounds that are popular and mute them on your posts, like all of these things that attract literally anyone, like it's free. And the social media apps that are thriving and the ones that you want your target audience, like I think you work really well on Instagram.
I try my best, like I'm
you
just
do good.
a slave to it.
Your Instagram is good.
I try.
I love the lingo. Instagram and you know, feel so
money wise, if you're going to organise a gig, that's probably the best, because if you're going to try and and be a band of any standing, you're gonna have to want it like cause a
Yeah.
stir in your hometown. So put a gig on,
Put a gig, merch.
hire a venue, get
Yeah.
a few business cards and stickers and
Yeah.
cheap bits of stuff you can, promote yourself with.
Yeah. I think that's I would say that like I'd go more like
Real world.
real
Real world.
life instead of just
100%.
blasting $400.
This is a
on
bit
stage.
sleazy, but find a band that are doing all right, pay them 400 quid to let you support them.
Yeah. That's
We
the-
don't want to set that kind of precedent, really, like, because it's going to
Thing is-
lead to dodgy things. But
If that does work though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
That's
might work.
the sad. Well, I mean, yeah.
If you want a
kinda.
quick fix, just go and phone Adam and he'll tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
The backhanded way.
So
We'll get
yeah,
that
there we
quicker.
go. Aye, absolutely. I reckon we'll fix that as well. 2 out of 2. I'm gonna say yeah.
so wallpaper paste and fraud.
Yeah. That should do it.
Yeah, we'll pay the person for it. That's your answer.
You can tell we're in Sunderland, can't you?
Yeah. Right. Okay. So now we come to the part where we ask, have we got upcoming shows coming up?
We've got one. I have a solo show
Yeah.
at the moment, and all our shows will be next year and to be announced.
Yeah, because we've done all right. Because I think this year what we've done is just kind of like build it up, haven't we? Like
Yeah.
get to where we are now, and then we've got that stage.
Yeah.
Have we got any? Because I've heard a few of your cool new songs, but have you been like recording some of them or?
We just put the bare bones down to the next single, didn't we, the other night? I went to that spoken word thing and came back all inspired, and I was like, quick, put the computer on! And just flung a load of sounds at it, and so yeah, that is to be sent to you, and we'll jam it
Yeah, because that's the advantage we use, because obviously you record everything
in-house.
in-house, which just makes things so much easier, because you've got the genius that is John, who can just
John is the
mix and
kid.
because everything was done by John on the album, wasn't it?
Mhm.
And it sounds
So
good.
I wrote all the parts on most of them, and then I went to John, I can't play any of these instruments, but
She
you
played
can.
the acoustic guitars and the piano.
Thank you, he always sticks that in, but
Yeah.
I'm not bothered, you could have the credit if you wanted for that as well, because it wasn't
I can't play
Were
piano.
you like holding the hand over it?
He was like, no.
So is that how you do it then? Just like you basically sing the melody.
I'm like, I want the guitar solo to do this.
She wrote all the solos.
And he
Yeah,
like
you
just
say,
goes,
man.
what? And then works out every
Just work
note.
it out.
Yes.
That's
But it'll be everyone will play on the next one.
The next one
Yeah,
is going to be much easier because I'm going to force all you to do it
Oh, right,
instead of John.
So I'm not
It'll
gonna
be
I'm
better.
not gonna get imposter syndrome again trying to like figure out how to do these crazy
This will be
solos.
fine.
You can write the solos and then
Yes.
play them how you want.
To be fair, I'll write a shit one and then you'd be like, no, actually, I'll do this one. That's cool as hell. Do we have any? I should have prepped you.
I can tell you about the gig that I've got coming up if you would like.
Go on then, yes, please.
So it'll be on the, if I'm correct, I'll just check so I don't say something wrong, but I am teaming up with a local witch gal who has opened up a shop in the Eagle building. It's a metaphysical shop and she is called Lol and she's absolutely lush, and we are teaming up together to do some events in her space. So the first event that we're going to do together will be for Yule. I believe it'll be on the 22nd of December. And it's just going to be a really small gig. Like, her space is quite small, so it'll be really intimate and all witch themed, obviously. It's just going to do a private shopping experience and tell you all about our crystals.
that's
We may
cool.
have a private tarot reading session as well. It'll be over 3 hours, so I'll be playing a bit of music, private shopping, a bit of tarot, all the witchy things.
When's that? December 20th.
22nd of December, I believe. So that we've just had a meeting about it the other day, so it's all very in the planning stages.
What time?
But it's definitely happening. Probably the evening, I'm guessing about 6. But that's all like.
I could come. Yeah, okay. I'll.
You're just putting it in your diary.
I've got a house party, but I can if it's
You've got a house party. Even I don't have a house party.
But it's not my house party. I've just been invited to it. And, you know, when you never really get invited to anything, like ooh, I'll bring the
I
side.
want to come.
No, I'll boot that in actually, because that's gonna be, if it's gonna be like 6 o'clock-ish.
It's going to be so small, like I feel
Christmas
like about
Eve
15
Eve.
people can fit in a shop, so it'll be really limited availability.
I will be one of them.
What is a metaphysical shop? Do you know the answer to that?
Yeah, it sells all things that you think of as woo-woo and spiritual.
It's the stuff that was said when you said metaphysical shop. I've got this
Did you think it was like a shop in another realm or something?
Yeah, but yeah, like he's used the internet or something, you know, like
No.
what does that prick off Facebook do? Because he calls everything meta, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, no.
I thought maybe you go into the shop and you put goggles on, they charge you for an apple that you haven't got in your hand or something. You know?
Nah, she's just got unreal selection of crystals and witchy paraphernalia that you might need.
Zuckerberg, that's her, mate.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg, yeah.
That would do with him.
Cool.
But she told us a really cool story when I was there the other day about a lady called Nanny Scott, who was alive in the 1800s, and she had a shop like one street over in Law Street, and she was like a wise woman or a witch, and she used to like sell potions one street over.
That's cool.
In the 1800s though, and she only found that out the other day, and that's really cool.
That's awesome. That's cool. The last kind of thing is artist shout out. Is there any artists in the local area you would like to give an honourable shout out to?
I always answer this one first, so I'm going to think about it while you do
Are you
it.
going to say James?
I've already said James.
Yeah, I don't know if I count on that because I'm technically...
You're here now, you're not allowed. We have to pick
Well,
someone
we'll
else.
say good old Nick Gladish.
Yeah.
He was going to come round and start recording vocals on his new record on Saturday, but he's got COVID.
Ah,
Yeah, you got the poolies.
And Tim's new band as well, Soulcade, I think they're called. I hope I'm not saying that wrong.
Right.
But they were brilliant.
I don't know.
But
I
one
thought
of
it
me,
was Solcardia as well.
Solcardia.
Yeah.
I
haven't asked him, I've never heard him say it.
But
It just sounds like something Tim would call, no, it's not Soulcade, it's Soulcardia.
100%.
Apart from that, I think anything that Nick Wood's involved with, like Nick
flipping
Wood,
a guy, yeah.
like, he's probably one of my favourite local singers.
I think he gets
He's in a band
mentioned
called-
more times on here than
Yeah,
anyone.
it's just when you first see him doing his acoustic stuff,
Yeah.
it's just like getting slapped in the face, you know, and
Aye.
in a good way.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's in a band called Tired of Fighting. I
Tired of
believe, at the
Fighting.
minute.
And Blame Yourself.
Blame Yourself,
This
yes.
is the other one as well.
But it's like,
Both got the
I've got
same
like
members.
that musician syndrome where, because I'm usually gigging, I don't get to see bands half as much as I like to.
It's always a shame. It's the curse of being a musician, and it's just like you like the music, you want to go and see it, but then you're playing yourself, so it's just like you never get the flipping chance.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I want to shout out Jenny Lascelles.
Yes.
She is Mintra supported us at
I heard her. I didn't watch it. I heard it.
Yeah.
It's good.
She's amazing.
That's cool. And final question: what's our socials? Where can we find us? I love saying us. I feel like.
Well, I just run the socials for us. I think it's just at Shannon in the Wild _ on Instagram, and I've got a link in the bio of that with links to everything else.
We'll put them in.
Just Shannon Pearl on everything basically. There's some things going to happen on my YouTube actually, so
Yeah.
search Shannon Pearl on YouTube and I'm hoying some good stuff on there soon.
Awesome.
I've done a couple of collabs with a guy called Mike Dunn of Wild Blood Media, and
Ooh.
a few little edits coming your way.
Awesome.
So yes. Yeah.
Right, so this has been really fun. I feel like we've had a hangout session rather than just
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like whenever
And we're
actually
doing it again
speak-
tomorrow.
yeah, just meet each other, practice, don't we? And just do the stuff.
It's like, right, what we're doing.
Yeah. That's
There's
really-
no pressure though, because we haven't got like a gig to be like about yet.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it'll be fun
For a while.
tomorrow. I'm excited.
So we'll just
That's true, yeah.
do some Halloweeny vibes.
Just chill. It's awesome. Right, well, thank you very much. If you like what you see here, we are Off the Stage UK on everything except Twitter. X, it's called now. Flipping heck, I'm getting sick of these metas and flipping X's and stuff. We're Off the Stage too. We'll see you next week. Thank you very much for listening. Let me see if I can do this right. See you later. That was really loud last time, so I'm like.